Hey, it's me, Dave. I'm out here on my front porch, and this bush you see here in front of us is a bush I'm fixing to go out here and cut down with my chainsaw. You know, after that last winter storm that we had, it killed off a bunch of my pretty plants, bushes, and what have you. Here's another one over here, right there, that one. And there's one over there. I'm thinking about just like maybe trimming those down with a regular hedge clipper or whatever. And there's some back over here that I finally clipped down, but there's some other ones. Like this one here was really nice. It was kind of a cold weathered plant. I think it was like a carnation or something like that. You can still see it has some buds on it. But yeah, I'm going to try and just cut it back and see if it'll come back along with this one. And I really hate that these things died off. I already cut this one back a lot. And I don't even know that I'm doing it right. I looked on YouTube for some advice. There's one back over here. I looked on YouTube for some advice, and so I'm just kind of using what I saw off of that. But anyway, at least some plants survived. Here's a little climbing rose bush that is nice. But yeah, I've been having to do a lot of yard work lately, and I can't say it's fun because I've never been much of a yard person or plant person. I don't have a green thumb by any stretch of imagination. There I am in the hello wave. Anyway, I thought I'd come on here and do something like Sherv did. Julius Jabbar Sherv. I guess that's his screen name, and show a few albums that I've just been listening to lately. Won't take too long. I picked up some new CDs here lately, but I don't know that I'm not going to show them just yet. But anyway, Sherv showed some reggae recently, and this is called Augustus Pablo, King David Melody. As far as reggae, I used to listen to a lot of it back in the day, but this one is really nice, nice, and it's really different too because he plays this particular flute. Let's see, what's the name of it? Melodica. He also plays organ, xylophone, string synthesizer. And then he's got Robbie Shakespeare on here, along with some other people from Jamaica and a drummer. And so it's a really interesting album, and it's not so overbearing to where you have that constant reggae beat. That's one of the things that kind of a little bit turns me off these days about reggae. It's always in that same kind of beat, style. And once you get the style down, it kind of a lot of it sounds kind of samey. But this album here is a pretty nice one that I've been enjoying here lately. A lot of these aren't esoteric by any means, but I kind of got into a big Bruce Springsteen. Been wanting to hear him lately, and was listening to this acoustic album by him and his more recently acoustic album, which I can't think of right offhand, but actually I like it a little bit better than this one, but they're both pretty good. Here's a reggae album called Crucial Reggae, driven by Sly and Robbie. I like the cover quite a bit. It's just a comp album, I think, with different people on it. But yeah, I've been kind of, since Sherv showed that, I've kind of been listening to a few of these reggae albums, in particular ones that I haven't heard in a while. This may just be Sly and Robbie. Mostly are the ones that are on here with some other musicians. This is Jan Garbarek Group. Jan Gabarek Group, sorry. And I always love this cover. I mean, I like photography and all types of art. This is about one of my favorite by him. It's called Photo with Blue Sky, White Cloud, Wires, Windows, and a Red Roof. But it's got Jan Gabarek plays the tenor and soprano sax. Bill Connors is on guitar. John Taylor piano. Eberhard Weber plays bass, and John Christensen plays the drums. And like I said, it's a real upbeat album for being ECM or you know, Jan Garbarek Group too. And that may be one of the reasons why I like it. It's on ECM Records, and it's real nice. This is another one by him called Wayfarer. I kind of got into a Traffic mode several weeks, several months back. This is one of theirs that I don't ever listen to that much, and it's one reason I pulled it out to listen to. But you know, it's got the single on it. What was it? Paper Sun, I guess. And Heaven Is on Your Mind. Dear Mr. Fantasy, that's the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, that's their first album there, and Steve Winwood right there. Always a really neat band, actually. This is McCoy Tyner's Echoes of a Friend. Let's see here. He plays piano, and recorded in Japan. And let's see here. I'm pretty sure that there's some other people on here with him, but I'm not totally sure about that. But I know it's a real good album. So yeah, McCoy Tyner, Echoes of a Friend, and is on, I don't see the record company, Fantasy Records. Mingus, Me, Myself, and I. I'm not a huge fan of this album. In fact, I'm not a real huge fan of Mingus in general for whatever reason. I mean, he's fine, but and I don't know if it's just the era this is from or what, but there are a lot of other bass players I like a lot more, that appeal to me more than, say, Mingus. And you know, of course, he's not really a, you know, he doesn't stand out in front of his bands. And I do like his album, but I pulled this album out just to hear it. One of the guys in the VC had mentioned that he'd picked this up and didn't care for it that much, and I couldn't remember what it sounded like actually, so I pulled it out and listened to it, and it's fine, but I'm not really bowled over by it. This is Neil Young's Landing on Water. Kind of been in a Neil Young mood, which I don't ever get into that mood much, but lately. This is Quiet Sun, Mainstream album. This is sort of a Canterbury album in some ways, but it's also kind of a electric jazz, a little bit English avant-garde jazz, probably. I think it's got Phil Collins on it, I think, or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. No, Phil Manzarek, who played in Roxy Music for a while. Eno is on there with synthesizers. Bill McCormick, Dave Jarrett, Charles Haywood. It's sort of an interesting album. This is on Island Records, no, on Tilly's Records, which I think is by Island and Tilly's Records, but. This copy that I got, and I believe I bought that new, maybe I bought it used, but it doesn't sound really good. And I bought a copy on CD. Sounds much better. This is Joachim Kuhn band, Sunflowers, kind of fusiony. It's okay. I can't say that I'm totally bowled over by it, but it's got Jan Ackerman on it, along with Ray Gomez that plays bass. I hadn't heard it in a while. I thought I'd pull it out just to hear what it sounded like, and it's not bad. It's on Atlantic Records, but yeah. There's John Hassel's Dream Theory and Malaya, Fourth World Music. This stuff is always good, and I love the cover. Same guy that did Santana Abraxas did the cover for this. Mighty something, I can't think of his last name. There's Miles Davis, Sketches of Spain, of course another classic. I pulled out this one because a lot of people in the VC community like this album. I can't say that I really like it. I don't like Eno singing very well, and the songs are just kind of popish. So I don't know if it's still up, but there's a documentary on Eno, and it shows him. It goes through his Roxy Music days and what have you, which is one reason I pulled this out. But you know, it shows his early Roxy Music days, and I thought I'd pull this out and re-listen to it again. I got the gatefold, but you know, it's okay. But I really prefer his other stuff that, you know, kind of came, everything that kind of came after In Another Green World, and those sort of more ambient, electronic type things are much better for me. This is Pat Metheny's Bright Size Life. You know, I think his first album, if I'm not mistaken. And there he is. Saw him recently on TV on the, there was a jazz festival thing that he was a part of. He played one cut, and I forget the song. Sting sang along with him. And but yeah, I've always enjoyed him quite a bit. This has got this album here has got Jaco Pastorius on it that plays bass, and Bob Moses on drums. Metheny plays guitars. There's Tom Petty's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Hard Promises. As far as Tom Petty goes, I kind of prefer his earlier stuff actually, but and this one's good. What are the singles on here? Or the single? The Waiting. Waiting is the hardest part. It's fine. You know, I'm not totally into pop music these days, and I can't say why I pulled that out, but there you go. This is Chick Corea and Return to Forever, Music Magic, and I like the cover. Not one of my favorite Chick Corea albums, but I thought I'd pull it out and listen to it just for the heck of it. It's got, let's see here. Does it say who else is on here? It doesn't. Anyway, it's a pretty good album. It's not one of his best albums, I don't think, but it's worth a listening, and if you can pick it up for a couple of bucks, it'd probably be worth it for that. Steve Carlson showed, I believe it was Steve showed this one recently. It's Howlin' Wolf album. Pretty decent. Here's another one. This is another reggae album, sorry. Rockers Arena by Max Edwards. And I hadn't heard it in a while, so I thought I'd, you know, give it a listen. Max Edwards plays drums and percussion. And you got, several people on here. Keyboards, bass, you know, background vocals, sax. I'm not seeing anybody on here that I know, but it's also got like flute, clarinet, violin. So I mean, like it's pretty diversified as far as the you know, other instruments. It's on Epiphany Records, and yeah, it's pretty good. Like I said, it's an unusual reggae album you don't see every day. And let's see, is there anything else on here, over here that, like I said, I was listening to some Neil Young, some of his lesser listened to albums. There's Stanley Clark's Modern Man. album, kind of fusiony. Really prefer Stanley Clarke's other albums a little bit better than this one for sure. His first two, but it's a good album. There's Debussy's 3 sonatas. Let's see what else. Is there anything else? Here's David Grissom's dog grass music. Plays a mandolin right there with other people helping him out. Really nice music. Got some special guests on it. Can't hardly beat it for like that type of thing. Guess that's gonna be it, man. I need to go outside and saw some trees and bushes up. So anyway, this is Dave. I'll talk to you later. Hope everybody's doing well and have got their COVID shots. Staying healthy. Talk to you later. Bye.